Welcome. In front of me is a XOLO Era 4X. Not really sure how to pronounce this, but today I will show you a couple tweaks and tricks that you can do with this device. So, jumping straight to it, we're going to begin with the System UI Tuner, which just allows you to hide unnecessary clutter from the status bar. So, as you can see, there's the vibration, lack of SIM, and if you would have, for instance, enabled Bluetooth, it would also be showing up here, and additional stuff. Whatever, like do not disturb mode, I'm pretty sure would also be visible in here. If I would just, yep, there it is. So, to get this stuff removed, because for the most part you can see them right here, what is enabled, and they're, in my opinion, completely unnecessary there. What you want to do is hold the setting icon, which is this one right here. So you want to hold it till you can see like a circle around it, and then it begins spinning. Now hopefully you can see it spin, and when you let go, for me it's gonna say remove System UI Tuner from settings and stop using all of its features, question mark. Nope, but for you it should give a little message at the bottom, basically congratulations that you have enabled System UI Tuner. And all of its settings can be found in the system right here. You have System UI Tuner, okay, got it, and then status bar. And here you have all the toggles that you can basically disable. So you can basically go through and remove almost everything, as you can see. You can even go a little bit crazier and, for instance, don't show icon of battery, time. Yeah, no, I don't care about time. Who cares about that? And okay, there we go, disappeared. And now you have basically a fully clear status bar. While everything is still here, if you pull down the notification panel, all of this stuff are still enabled. Now, probably removing battery and time isn't necessarily the brightest idea, but it's there if you wish to. So, moving on, we're gonna go into the smart wake up settings. So, to get started, again, let's go into the settings. And this is under gestures right here, and smart wake up. And what you wanna do is tap on it to enable it. And you have things like double tap to wake up. So, if it's checked on, you can double tap and it wakes up the screen. And then you have a nice view of the display, so you can see if you get some notifications, read them quickly, or unlock the device. And you don't have to press the power key. Then you also have shortcuts for things like camera, so draw a C to launch camera, draw a V to launch flash, start browsing by drawing E. And now this one I would consider useful, useless, but like the V for flashlight and C for camera. C also might be, just quickly check if there is no shortcut of like double. So it looks like there is no shortcut for camera, so probably enabling the camera too would be nice. So once all of those are enabled, when the device is locked, you can just move the light out of the way so you can probably see. Oh, it's barely visible. So I will just kind of do it this way in this case. So you can see it now that it's flat, that it's enabled, and now it's disabled. There we go. So you can see it by drawing the V. You can launch the flash. You can also, draw a C. There we go, and launches camera. And that's along with also the double tap to launch, to basically wake up the screen. So the next thing I want to go into was the animation speed. And this is not the fastest device, so increasing the animation speed of every animation, in my opinion, would be a little bit useful. It will look a bit better and faster with, for instance, reduced animations by basically twice as much. So number one, we'll need to enable the developer options, which by default are disabled, and you can find this option in settings, then go into system, about phone, and we're looking for build number. So it's right here. Tap on that 7 times, And for me, it just pops up a lock, confirm your pattern. That's because I have a pattern set, but if you don't, it will just automatically be enabled. And if you have some kind of other ways of locking your device, it will basically pop that instead of the pattern. So now, as you can see, it gave us a message that you are now a developer. And as you also seen when I went back, developer options just kind of appeared in here. So you can tap on it. And from here, we want to scroll down past halfway. So there we go. Window animation scale, transition animation scale, and animation duration scale. And set all three of them to, I would say, half. So 0.5. And this will significantly reduce the animation duration. So basically now they're half of the speed as they used to be. So everything is now significantly faster. Now you can also go a little bit crazy and set it to off if you wish to, and this will just remove the animation altogether completely. But sometimes it might look a little bit weird without the animation, so try it at you can try it out, and if you like it, keep it. If you don't, just go back here and switch it to other animations that you wish to use. Yeah. So next thing that I want to show is just a simple way to hide the Google feed page. If you don't use it or don't want to have it on your first page, you can completely remove it by number one, holding your finger on the display where you don't have any icons or widgets, and we'll pop out this window here. And then you want to go into home settings, and you should see show Google app, disable this, and you can see that this is the first page and there's nothing to the left. And the last thing that I want to show is the hiding password option, which is kind of called completely differently. It's in the settings called show password, and it's enabled. But what it does is, for instance, if we go to Wi-Fi settings and you're anywhere where you need to type in a password, you can see whatever I type something, you can always see the latest letter I have pressed for about a second or so. And in my opinion, it's a little bit annoying and not very secure with this being visible. So you can completely remove that by going to settings and then security and location, and scroll down and you'll have the show password. Disable this, and now if we go back to Wi-Fi, you no longer see any letter visible for any period of time. So it just makes the device a little bit more secure. And personally, I really like this. But this will conclude all the tweaks and tricks that I want to share. And if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.